Hey everyone, it's Catherine from 85th and Pine, and in today's video we are going to talk about how our Thunder laser changed our business model. Alright, so we have a Thunder Nova 35 100 watt, and one of the main reasons we wanted this machine was for the larger bed size so that we can do bulk orders. And in the last 2 or so months, we've gotten quite a few bulk orders, and that's something we want to focus on in the future as well. So for instance, we did a set of 200 coasters, and we were able to knock that out in less than a day and move on to the next thing, which was really nice. We also got an order for 100 ornaments. We also did about 80 coasters with a set of 20 or 30 slate charcuterie boards. So we were able to do all those within a limited amount of time, and we're able to get those out and shipped and ready to go, which was really nice. Also, another thing we really like about Thunder and what we've used most recently is the Z-axis, which means the bed can move up and down so that you can place more bulkier items in that to engrave. And one of the most recent things we did were these Yeti mugs. And our home builder actually asked us to do these for him. So we did the logo on the front and we did some names on the handle as well. So we were really excited to do this order for him because we were able to use our rotary tool. Now that's something separate you have to buy with Thunder, but it's a really nice option if you want to do stuff like this, drinkware and round items. And that's what we use with the Z-axis, which is why we put the bed down to engrave bulkier items. So I highly recommend checking into that if that is something you want to do. And we are going to focus on using the rotary tool more so, especially after the new year. We're going to reach out to bigger companies and try to get bulk orders as much as we can because we are able to do that. Also, I wanted to note one thing that we were prepared to do was in order for about 500 to 1,000 ornaments for this one company. We were ready to go with it, really excited about it, but then they pulled out at the last minute for whatever reason. But the point is we were ready to do it without any hesitation. So that's one of the big reasons why we wanted to get our Thunder.
From a business standpoint, we needed something that could really handle these large orders. And that was the main reason for getting, the Thunder. So we wanted to be able to do these large orders in a short amount of time because really when you're running a business, time does become money. Time is money. That's a saying that everyone knows. So we just needed something to be able to process these orders extremely quickly. So when Kath said about getting that order for about 500 ornaments, although it was during our busiest time, we were still able to potentially take that on. And yes, while that did fall through, we calculated the amount of time that it would take and we could still handle it roughly within a day or two. And that's on top of all the other orders that we were getting. Now before, we did have to turn down one order in particular, and I believe it was for about 150 to 200 coasters. And we just calculated the time and it was gonna take way too long and interfere with too much of our day-to-day business. But now that we have this larger machine that could handle, a 24 by 36 cutting area or engrave area, we're able to just load it up and press the button once and let it run while we're still like packing orders or Kath's designing things like that. So the Thunder just allows us to do a lot more in a short amount of time. And that's really just helped us with our business and has changed our business model a little bit. But the way that I view it is that it's helping us grow in certain aspects. So that's why it's really been useful for us, especially to handle these really bulk orders. And that's something that I've always been interested in and something really next year that we want to put a lot more effort to, just because we see how a bulk order can really jump our sales in one day. And we're not just fighting for, the one sale here, one sale there. That adds up. If you get a bulk order for $1,000 or $2,000, that really jumps your daily sales, which makes it really nice for that bottom line. That, and when you get a bulk order like these that we can handle with the Thunder, usually they're just the same item over and over and over again. So for example, like the coasters, they would have the same pattern on it, or the tumblers that we did had the same pattern. So it's really, you just click and go, click and go. There's no designing over and over and over again, which makes it go a lot faster. But if you're designing one custom item here and there and there, and every single item is new, then you have to design that, and it just takes up a lot more time. So these bulk orders that you could process, you know, literally on a cutting bed bigger than my tiny desk in here, it just makes things go really fast. So that just means that we can move on to the next project. So that, in my opinion, is why the Thunder is really helping us change our business model.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that video and hope it was helpful for you. If you are interested in buying a Thunder laser, we'll have their email linked in the description box below on where you can contact them about your options. And as always, feel free to contact me with any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. And please don't forget to like and subscribe below for future content.